Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. My name is Rahul.
My name is Anna.
And I hope आप सब लोग बहुत अच्छे होंगे जहां पे भी हैं आप सब. अब हम दोनों को देख रहे हैं. तो आज हम दो important benefits के बारे में बात करेंगे इस वीडियो में. And these two benefits are applicable to the families, primarily to the parents who are coming here with their children in this beautiful country.
Yes, or to the parents who are expecting a child.
Yes, either in Canada or might be बाहर से आते हुए. So the first and important benefit is Canada Childcare Benefit.
And second will be a game changer. Trust us, दूसरे वाला बहुत हेल्प करने वाला है. हमें नहीं पता था.
Exactly. और ये मेरे और एना दोनों के दिमाग की बहुत बड़ी कंफ्यूजन थी इस चीज के लिए.
Yes.
कि क्योंकि हमें इस चीज के बारे में पता था जो हम आपको इस वीडियो के सेकेंड हाफ में समझाएंगे कि वो क्या चीज है. बट हमारे दिमाग में कंफ्यूजन थी कि यार ये तो बहुत बड़ा एक्सपेंस है और ये तो कैसे मैनेज होगा. बट फाइनली इसका हमें यहाँ पे आके सोल्यूशन मिला. और
वो सोल्यूशन हम इन डिटेल आपके साथ शेयर करेंगे कि कैसे करना है और कब करना है.
Yes, exactly.
So stay tuned till the end of this video. So yes. First is CCB, that is Childcare Benefit. So basically ये है क्या चीज है? Childcare Benefit is a monthly benefit जो कि गवर्नमेंट प्रोवाइड करती है और ये पे किया जाता है till the age of 18 of your child.
Yes.
Right?
And it is given to all the families based on their residency status in the country. And second is based on the family income, the total gross net family income.
Right. और वो family income आपकी दोनों की सैलरी हो सकती है, आपका कोई साइडलाइन बिजनेस हो सकता है, इवन आपका बैक जो कंट्री में इनकम है दैट इज ऑल्सो इंक्लूडेड इन दिस.
एग्जैक्टली.
सो सीसीबी है क्या चीज है? कनाडा रेवेन्यू एजेंसी मंथली पेमेंट्स रिलीज करती है टू द पेरेंट्स हु हैव चिल्ड्रन newborn till 18 years of age. So it's a completely tax-free payment. इसके it's not your income. वो आपको children को raise करने के लिए, उनकी परवरिश करने के लिए they pay you some amount, right? And by the way, mother is the primary responsible for that money. Okay?
ये समझ नहीं आता है पापा लोगों को क्यों नहीं मिलते हैं. ये मम्मा के अकाउंट में क्यों आते हैं सारे पैसे?
So who can apply? Simple. Citizens, they are eligible. PR holders, they are eligible. And when it comes to work permit holders, तो अगर आप यहाँ work permit पे हैं and you have got worked here for 18 continuous months on a valid work permit और 19 months पे भी आपका वो work permit valid है, then you will start getting that benefit also.
So guys, इसके दो parts होते हैं CCB के. One is your child care benefit, which is decided by the federal government, which is like the central government. And second part is basically decided by the provincial government. So like we stay in British Columbia, so British Columbia has their own set of rules in terms of the qualifying criteria as per the income, as per the age of the child. Of course, the age of the child always marries with the criteria of the federal government. But yes, there are certain there are certain income level criteria for the provincial benefit.
For increasing and decreasing
yes.
the amount as per the age.
Yes, exactly.
6 साल 7 साल तक थोड़ा बहुत ऊपर नीचे, but 18 years is the set.
Yes, so it is not exactly 18, it is basically till 17 years. जैसे आपका बच्चा 18 साल का होता है, then you actually become ineligible for CCB benefit, right? So it is from 0 to 17 years of age. Right. So first of all, let's talk about the child care benefit, which is decided by the federal government. So for any newcomer or for any person who is eligible for CCB, government decides this payment as a benefit to the eligible families based on their AFNI. What is AFNI? AFNI is basically your adjusted family net income. Adjusted family net income, which is an income, gross income minus your taxes and all the benefits which you have already taken from your gross income. Okay. And for example, we came here in Canada in 2020. So when we applied for CCB, government has asked us that what is your income, which is your first year is considered as your global income. Global income, which means the income which you have earned outside Canada and the income you have earned inside Canada for your first tax year. Of course, when we came here in 2020, we have not filed any taxes in Canada, but of course, I have had some income in 2019 and some income in 2020. So guys, let's talk about Canada Childcare Benefit part, which is provided by the federal government. So this is largely based on two factors. One is what is the age of your child, and second, how much is your AFNI. So when I say that what is the age of your child, so age of the child is basically divided into two slabs. One is 0 to 6-year-old and second slab is 7 to 17-year-old. For a slab which is 0 to 6-year-old, government gives a higher amount, right? And for 7 to 17 years of age, the amount is slightly lesser than the previous slab, right? So I will explain that what is the amount for each of the slabs. And the second component is AFNI. Now what is AFNI? AFNI is basically your adjusted family net income, right? AFNI is basically your gross income minus your taxes and minus all the credits, whatever you have already taken. Based on your FNI, government decides that what is the eligible amount for you as a CCB.
So guys, let's see what is the Canada Child Benefit calculation. So the minimum slab for AFNI is less than $31,711 per year, and this is the total family net income. And let's say if your child is less than 6-year-old, then the maximum which federal government gives is $563 per month. And similarly, if you have another child whose age is, let's say, more than 6-year-old and is less than 17 years old, then the maximum benefit you can get is $475 per month. And this benefit is only and only the federal government contribution. On top of it, there is always a provincial benefit as well. So moving forward to the next slab. So the next slab is between $31,711 to $68,708 per year. So this is a AFNI slab for the whole family. So of course, for calculating the CCB benefit, the base will always be $6,765 per year per child. On top of it, of course, we are moving on a higher income slab. So here the government is going to do some sort of deductions. So the deduction will be like this base year amount minus the 7% of the amount which is exceeding the previous slab, which is $31,711 per year, right? So if somebody has, let's say, an income of $45,711 for a clear calculation, so the amount which will be given as CCB will be $6,765 per year minus 7% of the $14,000. $14,000, how I calculated is basically if somebody, let's say, has an annual adjusted family net income as $14,711 minus $31,711, which translates to $14,000. So 7% of that amount of $14,000, right? That will be deducted from this annual amount. And that divided by 12 will be given as a CCB. So, and the same formula applies here as well. So of course, here we are talking about one child here and one child. If let's say you have two children, so of course this 7% deduction translates to 13.5% of the total amount exceeding $31,711. The final and the last slab is AFNI greater than $68,708 per year. So here, of course, the base amount for CCB will remain as it is, which is $6,765 per year. On top of it, there will be a deduction of 3.2% as a total income, which is exceeding this particular threshold. Minus government has also decided a fixed amount which will be deducted, which will be $2,590. And so after subtracting all these amounts and this percentage, whatever amount you are left out with, that divided by 12 will be given as a CCB to the eligible family. And as already explained in the previous video, this part of this payment goes to the mother's account.
And this slabs keeps on changing every year. Okay, so thoda bahut upar niche hota hai. So every year you have to look on those websites and links for fresh updations from the government side.
Yes.
Okay, this is not a fixed slab because as per the inflation, they increase and decrease all these slabs.
Exactly. So, so one more thing which I want to touch base is that in terms of AFNI, so it is very important. Like we came here in mid 2020. So when we applied for CCB, so government has asked us basically two type of incomes from us. One is the income which we have earned as a family in year 2020 and in year 2019, right? But yes, to give us the benefit, they have considered us our income of 2019, not of 2020. Right? Because, and we have not filed any taxes for 2020, so they always consider the income for the year for which you have already filed the taxes, regardless whether you filed that tax in Canada or outside Canada, right? So like we were new immigrants here, so our first year income is always considered as a global income, right? So one more thing which is very, very important is that please save these forms, whatever you are filing, whatever you are using for submitting your application for CCB, because you have to declare the same level of income while filing the taxes here at the end of the year.
Yes.
And in Canada, the financial year starts from January till December. So
yes,
whatever income you have earned, so for example in India, the financial year starts from April till March. So but here, if you have to declare your income for, let's say, 2020, so I have declared my income which I have earned from January 2020 till the time I landed here in Canada.
Any discrepancy will cost you a lot, not in terms of monetary, although later on with your credit score, with your honesty towards government, with your mortgages, any kind of discrepancy, you will caught up even a single figure. So be very careful while putting these figures.
Yes, and the other part is that Canada, for example, my home country is India. So India and Canada both have the tax treaties. So I'm not sure whether they have access to your to your taxable incomes back in India or not. But yes, if they want, they can get into, because they have tax treaties signed within the countries. But but it is always obvious that you should always declare the genuine income whatever you have. So whenever it gets approved, so it is always gets approved till June of next year, right? So and in July, government always reassess it based on your last year tax assessment. Whatever income you have filed, based on that they are going to assess it and going to recalculate the eligible amount for you as for CCB. And then again they are going to send you a letter which will have all the monthly bifurcation of all the payments. This is how it is done for all the eligible families.
Right. And now we have already explained what is it and who all are applicable for that. Now we will tell you what you all need to apply this CCB, what documents you need. Right?
So guys, let's see what all are the documents which are required for applying the CCB. The first and the most important one is the CCB application form, and link is given in the description of this video. The second one is the same for parents and for the dependent children. The third is the children's birth certificate. Of course, we have to prove here that these are our children. So this is also a very important document. The fourth one is the marriage certificate, which shows the relationship within the parents. The fifth one is the PR card and the COPR document. COPR document is very important because this is going to tell the government that from which date they should start giving the CCB benefits to you. And the next one is the copy of rent agreement, which is going to prove that yes, you are the resident of this particular province, and then based on that the provincial benefit for the CCB will be provided to you. And the last one is the school registration certificate for your child. You can provide this if it is available with you, in case let's say your child is not a school going one. So you can present any daycare enrollment form. In case if none of them are with you, so that's okay. That this is just an optional thing. As long as the child is staying with you and you can prove it with all the above mentioned documents, so that is fair enough.
So apart from these papers, there are two forms, RC66 and RC66SCH. These two forms are mandatory to fill along with your documents. और इन forms में होगा क्या? Your details, your common law husband, wife, your spouse, उनकी details, आपके बच्चों की details, your name, your first name, your second name, your last name, your SIN numbers, your addresses, your genders, your nationalities and your contact numbers, बच्चों की age, बच्चों की कोई disability नहीं है तो बताइए, and all those things like your personal information. Right?
It is just like for all the new immigrants, whenever you apply, so government gives you this particular benefit right from the day you become a permanent resident, regardless whenever you apply. It is always a retrospective and always back calculated from your date of landing, right? So for us, we were able to apply CCB in the very beginning days when we landed. So of course, the big factor in applying this CCB was the documents which we had in place, and that the credit goes to the right fit accommodation which we selected before coming to Canada, and we used the same address everywhere, right from at the airport and then while applying for the CCB and for all the government benefits. So our address remained consistent right from day one. So that's why we got all our documents, all our PR cards, SIN and everything we got within 10 days. And right within 15 days, we were able to apply the CCP.
Right.
And you can find how we were able to get our accommodation. You can find the link of that particular video in the description of this particular video.
So guys, as promised, now we are heading towards the second benefit that is very important, and that is being given by Canadian government to citizens and PR holders only. Okay, and it has no link with the CCB. These two benefits are entirely different. So this is affordable childcare benefit. We all know that childcare in Canada is very expensive, right? Daycares take a huge amount of money because unlike school, which are government mostly, it's not government, it's privately owned daycares. So I was very skeptical. I thought कि जितना मैं अर्न कर भी पाऊंगी बिगिनिंग में, उससे ज्यादा तो मुझे डे केयर में पे करना पड़ेगा, राइट? एंड मोर ओवर वी केम हियर इन पेंडेमिक, सो आई वाज लिटिल स्केप्टिकल, बट राहुल मोटिवेटेड मी कि जब तक घर से निकलोगे नहीं, हाउ विल यू गेट टू नो न्यू अपॉर्चुनिटीज, राइट? यू विल एंडेड अप एंड सिटिंग होम, आज के साल बाद भी जाओगे तो भी जीरो से स्टार्ट करना पड़ेगा. So we started searching for daycares nearby, क्योंकि हमारे पास कम्यूटेशन का कोई सोर्स नहीं था, तो हम सब nearby जाते थे. And we met a person, a daycare owner, and when he told us the amount, like all the daycares were approximately for $800 to $1,000 for one child. और because हमारा एक बच्चा स्कूल गोइंग है and another is still very young, तो दोनों का मिला के हमें पड़ना था $1,300 to $1,500 every single month. इतने में तो हमारा रेंट शायद पे हो जाए. So he told us that why don't you, if you're PR holders, why don't you apply for affordable child benefit? And we were like, what's that?
That's affordable childcare benefit, basically.
Yeah, and हमें like वो क्या है? Then when we start researching on it, trust us, it's amazing. So here in Canada, there are 2-3 types of daycares. One is licensed group daycare. Second is licensed multi-age group. And third one is personal. First, personal one is like, suppose you hire a nanny for your child. Government is not going to give you a penny because it's your decision to raise your expenses, okay? Unless child has some special needs, right? Second one is licensed multi-age, जिसमें हमारे बच्चे जाते हैं. Multi-age means they have two different set of daycares within the same area, same premises, जहाँ पे एक छोटे एज के बच्चे अलग रहते हैं, बड़ी एज के अलग रहते हैं, right? And fourth one is group child care also. So that means all age group kids are on one place, right? So the thing is, government pay different amount for different age group of kids. Suppose newborn to 18 months, they have different amount because of their needs. Then till 5 years, different amount. School going, different amount, and above that, different amount, right? But and it also depends upon, like one child is going for full day for all 5 or 6 days of the week. Another child is going for half day because he or she is school going for all the 5 or 6 days of the week. But it is, please bear it in mind, it's very important that both parents should be either at work or studying or out of their houses. Even if one parent is at home, government is not going to support you with this expense.
For example, if either of the parents is working in the day shift and the other parent is working in the night shift. So in this particular situation, government is not going to assist you for affordable childcare benefit, because as per them, one of the parent is at home. Then why can't they can keep the children with themselves?
Yes. And another thing is, every parent is not working since the beginning. Let's suppose me. He was going to his work very, very quickly after landing, and I thought that I will settle our kids first, then we'll search for a job, right? But for what was in my mind कि चलो 1-2 महीने जब तक जॉब नहीं मिलेगी, full payment करनी पड़ेगी, कर देंगे. But no. Government has a clause in this that if you're searching for your job, they will give you 1 month span, right? And after 1 month, if you got a job, good to go. If you don't get a job, they will ask you all the details. आपने कहाँ इंटरव्यूज दिया, वर्चुअल दिया, फेस टू फेस दिया, आप कहाँ गए, आपने कोई वर्कशॉप अटेंड की. दैट मीन्स दे विल आस्क द होल स्केड्यूल फॉर ऑल डेज. व्हाट वर यू डूइंग इफ यूर नॉट, एंड इफ यू प्रूव दैट, दे विल एक्सटेंड दैट बेनिफिट. ओके, गो अहेड, सर्च योर जॉब्स, वी आर comfortable. Okay, लेकिन if they are not satisfied, they will take back that support while you were paying taxes. So be very careful.
For example, if for one child the amount which the daycare is asked from the parent is, let's say, $750, and government has approved $400 for you, so you as a parent is not supposed to give $750 to the daycare and eventually you will get $400 from the government. It is not like that. Government will straightly fund to the daycare, and you just have to pay the balance amount. So for example, if it is $750, so $350 will be paid by the parents, and $400 will come from the government to the daycare. Eventually, the daycare is going to get $750.
Right, and it's an approximation.
It's just an approximation,
right?
Yes.
It's not like that you will pay $350 and government will pay more, or you will. No, it's an approximate based upon your income, based upon your needs.
Exactly.
Another thing is, when we applied, government asked us to give our proper schedule, day schedule. Okay, they will also ask you about the time of commutation. Like he's supposed to commute for almost 1 hour every morning and 1 hour every evening. So they ask that also. Okay, for that time, obviously, where will kids be there, right? So they ask you every single detail. And if you provide all the documents, all the proofs, and then government decide how much subsidy you will get. And here in Canada, there are 3 types of vacations: spring vacation, summer vacation, and winter vacations. Spring and winter vacations are approximately for 10 days, so government is not going to support you anything extra. But for summer vacations, which is a whole month vacations, and they know that kids are on holidays but parents are not. Okay, so parents still has to go to their works. So government provides you extra money for your school going child. Now for 1 month, who will be attending complete full day daycare, right? And this subsidy is also recalculated every year in July. So be very sure that you reapply in June so that your subsidy does not discontinue in August, right? So it's recalculated and the cycle keeps on going.
Exactly. And guys, whatever expenses we incur on the child care, like it is just like the amount less of subsidy. So on that particular amount, we can always take a tax benefit. So like we have just filed our taxes for 2020. So whatever expenses we incurred for our child daycare, so the daycare has given us the receipts for the amount we paid to them, right? And all that amount we have entered in our tax filing, and we got a rebate. We got a rebate basically. So our FNI got reduced. So gross income minus taxes and plus the daycare expenses turns out minus the it is basically a minus also. Amount which gets reduced from your gross income, right. And then comes out your AFNI.
And on that AFNI, your CCB is recalculated. So that means that this subsidy is not taxable, although your paid amount, your additional paid amount to the government is your expenses. हम जब यहाँ आए थे तो हमें इस benefit के बारे में कुछ नहीं पता था, but we were ready to move out of the house, right, to pay even if we have to pay full amount to the daycares, right? Because earning for both is very important here. Expenses are extremely high.
Extremely high.
Right?
And even guys, whenever we used to talk to the people like who were living here for quite some time, हर बंदा normally हमें ये कहता था कि अच्छा
Daycares बहुत
costly है, daycare बहुत costly, क्योंकि होता क्या है कि जब हम daycare costly तो देख लेते हैं, बट उसके साथ साथ जो हमें गवर्नमेंट की एक सपोर्ट है वो बहुत सारे लोगों को नहीं पता है. But when we explored, we really found this benefit quite good, and we are managing our kids, our family very well here with this support system.
Right. So guys, if you like this video, please hit the subscribe button, like it, share it. These videos are entirely 100% based on our own experience within last few months. Exactly. Right? And we are very harmoniously doing everything together, and we are posting these videos so that you can get some kind of help from this. And if you have any kind of question, please write it in the comment section. We will do our best to answer your queries.
And whatever you want us to capture in going forward, please mention in the comment section. We'll try to build or create more videos on that part as well.
Right.
Thank you so much.
Till then, stay tuned, stay safe, and see you in next video. Bye bye.